Good afternoon, everybody. This is Chris Scully coming to you live from Drive, and today I have with me some special guests from SiriusXM. We have Amy and Jill, and David's joining us just now. Welcome.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Dave. It's awesome to be here. I think Dave's joining, so
yeah,
you're anxiously awaiting his hi everybody. It's so nice to be on this show. It's so nice to see Chris and Dave, and I think there he is. And so I think what we'll do, if you guys are okay with it, is have Jill kick us off with our SiriusXM. We call it our sizzler video. It's really hot and sizzling to get our blood pumping this afternoon. Is that okay with you guys?
Absolutely, go for it.
Okay, kick it off, Jill.
Great. One moment. We're going to start that over.
There we go. Woo!
All right.
Channeling my inner Ric Flair and going, woo, that gets me pumped up.
All right. So I know that when we talked yesterday, you told me some things about Sirius that I didn't know. And so let's start with that. Let's start with what is SiriusXM today, as opposed to what most people think of it as being, in the car, content, that kind of thing.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for setting us off with that, because I think what I've realized, and when we get in front of customers, a lot of people kind of don't know the breadth of where SiriusXM is today from where we started so many years ago. So one of the cool things about SiriusXM, across all of our platforms, we have 150 million listeners. So, that's a lot of people, and that's actually across all of our platforms. So unbeknownst to many, we actually have acquired a few companies, Pandora and Stitcher being two of the more well-known ones. Pandora, obviously, for the streaming capability, and Stitcher for the robust podcasts that they are known for. And with the acquisition of those companies, it's kind of brought us to 150 million listeners and 40 million subscribers. So that's just something really cool about us. We just SiriusXM alone, we're at 40 million subscribers, and with over 460 channels. We're actually in 82% of the new cars coming out there. So
wow.
So 142 million cars on the road are equipped with SiriusXM today. So you guys are probably really familiar that when you buy a new car, chances are it's going to have SiriusXM in it. So those are just some fun things about SiriusXM. We're really in every make. We're in every make now. So, sometimes shops might think that, they're only in domestic cars, they're only in Fords or GMCs, what have you. But we're really in every make of car today. There is not a make of car that we are not in. So we're in every brand, even the Tesla, even the Harley Davidsons. So these are just some things that I think that the listeners might be interested in hearing about.
All right. So as you know, we coach independent shop owners, general repair, collision shops, heavy duty truck. And so I'm sure a lot of our viewers right now are going, okay, so why do they have Sirius on this show? What does that have to do with our shops? So you have a particular offer I know that is really beneficial to the shops. Why don't you tell us about that?
Yeah, let's get to the juicy part, because people are like,
Absolutely.
why are we here? Why are we listening to this, Chris? So here's the cool thing. So as I mentioned before, we work with the dealerships. So as many of your viewers know and your shops know, when you purchase a car today from a new car dealership, you're going to get SiriusXM in your car for free. Well, from there, you can decide whether or not you want to keep it. So from there, we've evolved to the service center within the dealership. And even from there, we've evolved since about 2016 to how do we work with the independent shop? And so now, just like the dealerships, your shop is going to be able to gift this free trial offer, courtesy of your shop, to your loyal, happy end customers. It really is just a nice freebie and a gift to offer to your customer, just as a token of thanks. And really, it's as simple as that.
Okay, great. So I'm going to go over a couple different like scenarios that might occur in the shop, and then how this would all fit together. Okay. So one of the things that we teach our clients early on is they have a customer come into their shop, they do a repair on a vehicle, they follow up. Okay, so how did this go? Any issues with the car since you had it back, et cetera, et cetera. Ask them to leave a review, ask for referrals. Where would you recommend they bring, how does this then fit in with that whole process? And tell us a little bit more about that.
No, I like where you're going with that. And what you're basically talking about is customer engagement, right?
Yeah.
How do we engage our customers more when in a world where there's so many choices and options out there for them? How do we differentiate ourselves from the next customer? Now, obviously, they're going to get great service. They're going to see Chris at Chris's Automotive and smiling face and all of those great things, and get their brakes done and get great service. But how do we even go above and beyond that? Right? Like some shops offer a coffee and a donut, in the waiting room. Some offer great music and a nice kids play area. I mean, there's all different kinds of ways to create customer engagement, right? Increase loyalty. So to me, how I look at it is, this is a gift that you are offering to your customer that is free to that customer, to where it's just thanking them for their business, for their loyalty. It's creating that surprise and delight, that the customer sometimes looks for, and maybe not expecting, right? Because we know that they're expecting great service from you. We know that they're gonna, get prompt service at a reasonable price, all those things. But then they go home and guess what? Wow, I just got this communication. It says, thanks for coming to Chris Scully's Automotive. We appreciate your business. As a token of our thanks, here's 3 months of SiriusXM for free. Just so your viewers know and your shops know, is that the customers don't have to put down a credit card in order to obtain this trial. It really is just once they click on it, the link, or go to the website, it turns on with no credit card. And then after 90 days, it just shuts off. So it really is just sort of a free gift. And that's it. They don't need to pay for it. After the 3 months, it goes away. Just to let you know, what they get is our best platinum package. It's an $80 value. It's an in-car offer that includes all of the channels in the car, which is 160 channels, but then also the 460 plus channels on the app, including all of your premium channels like Howard Stern. I don't know if you guys are Howard Stern fans out there, but Stern, all of your premium sports channels. So in addition to music and talk, we also have major contracts with every single sports entity out there. So you can get any MLB right in time for NFL, all of those games streaming from your car. And so for the customers that do not have an equipped car, remember, Chris, we were talking about earlier where there are 140 million cars on the road, but that also leaves a large number of cars that are not equipped, right? If you have, an older car, or maybe just a model that doesn't have it in there. Well, your customers will also be eligible for a streaming offer. So I mentioned Pandora and their robust streaming capability, but SiriusXM has an app. It's awesome. And, during COVID, when nobody was driving and car sales were down, et cetera, no one was getting their car fixed. I mean, people were, they were streaming SiriusXM and walking their dog. I walk my dog every day and listen to music, So the streaming package is about a $45 value. And so for those customers that wouldn't be eligible for the in-car offer, they would also be eligible for the streaming offer. And this is just a gift that the customers get.
Okay, so I got to ask this question because this sounds like a lot of detail that goes into all of this. It sounds like it might end up being a lot of work for the shop owner to set this up and administer it. How does that actually work? What does a shop owner have to do to offer this?
I'm so glad you asked because, and one of the things we tell our shops is, look, we know that you guys have so much going on in the shop. I mean, you're turning wrenches, you're managing your staff, you're talking to your service managers, your writers, your techs, everything. There's so much going on. So the last thing you need is one extra thing to think about, right? Last thing you need is an extra, right? I mean, who needs more on their plate? Except at Thanksgiving. I need more on my plate, Thanksgiving. But really you don't want to do any more work. So the way this is set up is once you sign up, and there's a link that we'll provide to sign up your shop, the rest is really done on its own. And so SiriusXM really does the heavy lifting. Once you're enrolled, that establishes a communication between the shop and SiriusXM, right? To where through a VIN number, we're able to see which of those cars are equipped, right? Because somehow we need to know who is coming through your shop and whether or not those cars are equipped with the radio and whether or not they're a paid subscriber, right?
Mm-hmm.
So through the VIN number, we can capture that information, that detail. And for those customers that are eligible, boom, send them the communication. They can turn it on right then and there. So truth be told, Chris, there's nothing extra your shop has to do. Once they're signed up, we can, put up a number to help you sign up, or you can go to the link and do it on your own. Once you're signed up, the rest is all up to us. We send the communication. We send the email if you collect email. If you don't collect email, then we will be able to send a letter to that customer.
Awesome. So essentially, once a shop signs up, it's pretty much automated from there. Is that what I'm getting?
That you've got it. You're picking up what I'm putting down. That's exactly right.
All right, that's cool. So I know that there are people who might think, okay, this sounds too good to be true. Like, what's the catch? Why would you do this?
We never get that at all. That was a lie. We get that all the time, Chris, because it does sound too good to be true. Because you're like, Amy, wait a minute, you're coming in here, you're telling me I don't have to pay, and you're telling me that my customers don't pay, and you're telling me I don't have to do any work, and you're telling me that it seems like a win-win. And I'm like, duh. I mean, it is a win-win. So just so you know, it is no cost for your shops to sign up for this program. It is an entirely free program, right? And at the same time, it's no cost for your shop customer to come and get this offer, and they don't have to pay anything. And so it really is a win-win for the shop. There is no catch. Now, obviously, what we're hoping for is that customer will sign up for SiriusXM, but if they don't, no harm, no foul. Right? We talked about this yesterday. It's like, why do you go to Costco on a Saturday and give free samples of cheese? Why do they give away free cheese? Well, they're giving away free cheese because they want you to buy they want you to buy that cheese.
Yeah,
right.
Absolutely.
Really simplistic example, but yeah, I mean, we're giving our premium product away for free because we know that these customers are going to get hooked on Yacht Rock or Willie's Roadhouse or classic vinyl. My favorite channel happens to be SiriusXM Fly, which is like 90s hip hop and R&B. But, whatever channel it is that you're like hooked on, we're hoping that we give it away and then people just love it so much and keep it.
Great. Now, I want to connect the dots for our viewers because it's really important to put this in context with running your shop and how this builds your shop. Okay. We teach our clients very early on, follow-up calls, thank yous to your customers in various ways, including creative things like gift cards or whatever, to thank them for their business. And this is an offer that goes right along with that. And it's all about that customer experience from the moment they hear about your shop or find you on the internet to the time they receive this offer or receive some other offer. You want that experience to be outstanding. You want the customers to feel like, wow, I don't deal with any other business that does the kind of stuff this auto shop does. And that's the kind of thing that will separate you from other shops in your area. It's part of marketing your shop. It's part of building a reputation for your shop. And when you're doing your follow-ups and you mention things like referrals and reviews, if you've got this offer, you mention, hey, you may receive a an email or letter or whatever from SiriusXM. It's our thank you to you for being such a great customer. It's those kinds of things that will benefit you in the long run. And that's why we're talking about it today.
Definitely that. And I just to assist and double down on what you're saying, Chris, is that we understand that, yeah, like when you're, you might talk about that in the shops, about what this gift, that you're in the shops while you're there to your customers so that they know about it. One of the things that we'll do is provide the shop with materials like point of sale marketing materials that my lovely marketing expert here, Jill, provides for us, and put it up in your shop, from posters to table tents to a door cling, even just things to kind of keep it on the forefront.
Right.
To get in front of it. Right.
Sure.
To get in front of it and get in front of questions, but also to show that shop that we're partnered with SiriusXM. We're offering this really, really great gift for our customers to provide this benefit to our customers, really as a token of thanks, as a loyalty. And for the shop, it's to look like a hero at the end of the day. Like, where else can you go to get this free $80 package that you might not have otherwise received? Give it a try. If you don't want to subscribe, no harm. And if you do, great.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now, how long have you guys been doing this?
So
this is the first time I've heard about it. When we talked yesterday, it was the first time I'd heard anything about this program. So I'm curious, how long has this been going on?
Well, that is good. Is
it your best kept secret?
Well, it's our newest kept secret, I would say. Well, because people already know that since 2001, we've been dealing with the OEMs, right? And then in 2011 is when we started actually dealing with like aftermarket vehicles. So, and then it evolved to service within dealerships in 2013. And so really in 2016 is when this came to be from an independent shop perspective. And so it is still kind of new. I would say it started off as really a pilot because we wanted to talk to shops to see, would you like giving this away to your shop customers, right? The dealerships are doing it. The service within the dealerships are doing it. How about independent? And I mean, we got a resounding response. Like, shops love it. We've been doing it since then. So to answer your question with a long-winded answer, to keep it nice and short, about 2016, 17 is when we started really focusing on independent shops.
All right. That's great. And are there anything else that you want to share about the program, the results that you've gotten from it, that kind of thing, as far as the shops go and the benefits to the shops?
Well, what I would say is, I think if just for your shops to think about an overall, when they think about their marketing strategy, their loyalty programs, their customer appreciation, to keep us in mind from that perspective, because what we're trying to do is add a value add for your shop customer without any work or cost on your end, so that it's really just kind of a win-win-win. But we also want to reward our shops. And so I wanted Jill to talk a little bit about some of the initiatives that we do for our shops who enroll and partner with us, which we're actually about it over around now 9,000 shops now over the course of the years, which I'm pretty proud about, just because I've seen this thing come up from a seed. But Jill, why don't I have you talk a little bit about some of the fun stuff we do for our lovely shops?
Yeah. So, we always like saying thank you to our shop owners too, right? We're a partner in all this deal. We like to make you guys happy. We don't like what Amy said. We want to make this as smooth as possible for you guys. We just want you to basically take on the program. So just as a thank you for being a partner with us, about 4 times a year, we do something called our sweepstakes. And it varies anywhere from sporting events to live concerts. First, during COVID, we couldn't do any of these magnificent events. And then we started doing like these really cute and cool, like curated packages, where like one was, where we were going to bring the Super Bowl to you. So we gave you like a flat screen TV and a signed jersey by an NFL player and, surround sound. And that did so well. We started doing backyard barbecue packages, kind of peppered in with these, flyaway packages. So, if you were to partner with us, you might get a call with us sometime. And again, this happens about 4 times a year, where we just randomly pick a shop who is working with us and we present you with one of these packages. And it's also completely free. It's just a thank you. One of the great things about working for SiriusXM is we get really cool things brought to us. And then we like giving it to our people. So, it's something that we do for actual customers who are subscribers to SiriusXM, but we also like doing it for our partners too. So, it's just a great partnership and it's something really fun. And we just love getting the feedback from people who get awarded these packages. You could always go to our exclusive experiences page and, see some of the people that won these packages and they love it. They honestly can't believe that they really win this stuff. And we're like, yeah, it's real. It really is true. But right now, which we just launched on Monday, is this Cabo getaway sweepstakes. So it's, a 4-night stay in Cabo. For 2 people, your round trip airfare, your stay in the hotel, food, beverages, all that is paid for. And it's just a great, great prize. And, summer has now left us. And I'm sure by the end of the year, you're going to want this package. So I do. So
awesome.
I'm going to go. I'm going to Cabo.
I'm sure we'll send out details on that too. If anybody is interested, we can send all that, or you can go to our, SiriusXM for shops and you can find out all the information you want to on this Cabo sweepstakes there too.
Well, so that brings us to the really important part, which is how do our shop owners sign up?
So our shop owners can sign up through our website, which is SiriusXMforshops.com. We try to make it something very simple for people to remember, and hopefully we can broadcast a link. There's also a special link that talks about our Cabo sweepstakes that I'm sure that you guys will post as well, that links us to the page to enroll, but it's SiriusXMforshops.com. You can go there to sign up. You can email SiriusXMforshops.com at SiriusXM.com, and that email comes right to our mailbox to help you with that. There's an 800 number as well, which I won't say out there because no one's gonna write that down, but we can post those things up later, and we can definitely have your any shop come visit. I'm gonna kind of go out on a limb a little bit, and I'm gonna get a little crazy, Jill. I hope you forgive me. How about any shop that signs up through the amazing people that drive, we're going to throw in a free SiriusXM branded Yeti mug. How about that? Can we do that, Jill? Can we do it? Do I get permission?
Let's see how many people sign up. No, kidding.
Well, we've posted the email and the link and the phone number on the Facebook Live, so it's already up there. So if you're interested in this program, absolutely contact Sirius and sign up. And we're coming to the end of our time here. I want to thank Jill and Amy for coming on and telling us about this program. I think it's awesome. And next week, we have a special guest, Jesse from 360 Payments. He's going to talk about his service and how that benefits shops. And everybody have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.
See you at SEMA and APEC. Bye.